The global trade landscape is undergoing a seismic shift. The ongoing trade war between the United States and China, two economic titans, is a testament to this new reality. The recent escalation of tariffs, with both sides imposing hefty levies on each other's goods, marks a new low in this protracted conflict. This tit-for-tat approach has injected considerable uncertainty into the global economy. While the trade war's long-term consequences remain to be seen, it is clear that both sides are feeling the pressure. The U.S. stock market has experienced significant volatility, reflecting investor anxiety over the trade war's potential impact on American businesses and consumers. China, too, faces economic headwinds. Its growth rate, though still robust by global standards, has slowed in recent years. However, amidst these challenges, China appears to be playing a long game. It has been steadily reducing its reliance on the U.S. market, diversifying its trading partners, and strengthening its domestic economy. This strategic pivot could potentially blunt the impact of U.S. tariffs and position China for greater economic independence in the years to come. For decades, China's economic model relied heavily on exports, particularly to the United States. However, the trade war has exposed the vulnerabilities of this export-oriented strategy. In response, Beijing has embarked on a significant policy shift, aiming to rebalance its economy by boosting domestic consumption and reducing its dependence on foreign markets. This dual circulation strategy, as it is known in China, seeks to create a more self-reliant and sustainable economic model. The Chinese government is implementing measures to stimulate domestic demand, such as increasing wages, expanding social safety nets, and promoting innovation-driven growth. This shift towards domestic consumption is not without its challenges. It requires a fundamental restructuring of the Chinese economy, moving away from its traditional reliance on investment and exports. Moreover, fostering a robust consumer culture takes time and requires a gradual shift in consumer behavior. Nevertheless, China's determination to reduce its reliance on the U.S. market and cultivate its domestic market is evident. This strategic shift could have profound implications for the global economic order, potentially diminishing the influence of the U.S. dollar and creating a more multipolar world. In the high-stakes game of economic warfare, China holds several strategic cards. One such card is its dominance in rare earth elements. These elements are essential components in a wide range of high-tech products, from smartphones and electric vehicles to military hardware. China controls a significant portion of global rare earth production, giving it considerable leverage over countries reliant on these critical materials. Furthermore, China has strategically used its position as a major agricultural importer to its advantage. By targeting key U.S. agricultural exports such as soybeans, China can exert pressure on the U.S. economy, particularly in rural communities that heavily rely on agricultural trade. This targeted approach allows China to inflict economic pain on specific constituencies within the United States, potentially influencing domestic political calculations. Moreover, China's control over its vast manufacturing capacity provides another avenue for economic leverage. Many U.S. companies, including tech giants like Apple and Tesla, rely heavily on Chinese factories for production. This reliance gives China the ability to exert pressure on these companies, potentially influencing their business decisions and lobbying efforts. Beyond its economic maneuvering, China has been actively strengthening its diplomatic ties and forging new partnerships across the globe. This diplomatic offensive, often framed under the umbrella of the Belt and Road Initiative, aims to expand China's economic and geopolitical influence. China has been particularly active in engaging with countries in Southeast Asia, a region traditionally seen as within the U.S. sphere of influence. Through infrastructure investments, trade deals, and cultural exchanges, China has been steadily increasing its presence and influence in the region. This engagement has allowed China to secure new markets for its goods and services, while also building goodwill among Southeast Asian nations. Furthermore, China has been actively courting European countries, capitalizing on growing frustration with U.S. trade policies. The European Union, traditionally a close ally of the United States, has expressed concerns over U.S. protectionism and has been seeking to diversify its trade relationships. This has created an opportunity for China to strengthen its ties with Europe, potentially driving a wedge between the transatlantic partners. China's global diplomatic offensive, coupled with its economic resilience and strategic leverage, suggests that it is well positioned to weather the storm of the trade war. While the conflict has undoubtedly caused economic pain on both sides, it has also accelerated China's shift towards a more self-reliant and globally connected economy. This strategic pivot has the potential to reshape the global balance of power, diminishing U.S. influence and ushering in a new era of multipolarity. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.